Was good, y'all. Rich Sosa back in the building with another banger. And as y'all can see, man, by the looks of the title and the screen today, I am bringing y'all the first ever pass first wing build with over 100 badges. And on top of all that, a lot of you have been asking about the pure pass first wing, and today I am finally bringing it to y'all. As you can see, we are also going to be able to get glass cleaning takeover. Also, when it comes to the contact dunks, we are definitely getting those. But man, before we get any further into the video, I just gotta say thank God for giving me this opportunity to be able to be a part of your lives, but also have you in mind. But with all that being said, man, y'all already know what y'all need to do. Be sure to hit that sub button if you're new. Anybody who wants to join the Rich Gang family, go ahead and turn on post notifications. And also, can we get 50 big likes on this banger? And last but not least, y'all, be sure to share this video with your family and friends. Now, when it comes down to this build, we're going to be making it under the small forward. No surprise, I have probably less than 10 builds remaining out of this position and we are done. I will be moving on to center or power forward next, but after that I'm going to go ahead and get into the rest of the positions as well to get builds with over 100 badges, so do not worry. Now, when it comes to the height, we are going with 6'8", weight 186, and the wingspan is actually going to go up to 7'6", y'all. Now, yesterday, I did not give you an upload on Thursday. The reason being was because I was having some technical difficulties. Today, I am bringing y'all a double upload, which is Friday. So I hope y'all can appreciate that, man. Also, drop a like, hit that sub button, man. Y'all already know what y'all need to do. But now, let's go ahead and get into the breakdown of this build. Just be sure that y'all are following along with every single attribute that I put up. So, close shot, this is going to be a 79. Driving layup, this is going to be an 82. Driving dunk, going to be an 85. And then from here, we're going to go ahead and touch the standing dunk. We're actually going to go ahead and put this up to where we get a perfect 25 badges, y'all. And as you can see for the finishing, we actually get some pretty good badges that are going to be very useful in any game mode. And on top of all that, we are also getting the pro contact dunks with that 85 driving dunk. So if that is something that you're really looking forward to, go ahead and drop a comment right now. Y'all most definitely know that I appreciate y'all. But now, let's go ahead and get into the shooting. So what you want to go ahead and do here is first, when it comes down to the mid-range shot, go ahead and put this up exactly to an 82. When it comes down to the three-pointer, we're going to go ahead and max this out at 78. Then, when it comes down to the free throw, now, this is highly optional. If you want to go ahead and put anything into your free throw, you definitely can do so. I'm actually going to go ahead and put this somewhere around a 70. I really feel like 72 is going to be perfect. And as you can see with the badges that we also get from here, going to be some really good setups that you can go about. I'm just giving y'all an idea of what the build is actually going to be looking like, rather than just showing y'all at the end of the video. So right now I'm going to be showing y'all the badges every time in every single video. Once we get through it, as well, we are building the build. Now, the main thing about this build is that you are definitely going to be able to do some post scoring if you decide to raise any stats that are related to your post control or close shot. You can always drop down the standing dunk if you want to go ahead and do that, and then pair up with some of the shooting badges that are going to be counted for the post scoring. But now we're going to settle with 23 right there for the shooting. Let's go ahead and get into the playmaking. Pass accuracy going to be an 86. Ball handle, we're actually going to put this to a 77. And then when it comes down to the speed with ball, I'm going to go ahead and put this up to a 73. And right here, as you can see as well, we still get a good amount of badges, all the ones that we're going to need out of this build, especially when it comes down to the defensive end. Y'all are really going to be surprised at how it's going to be looking. But as far as for the defense compared to the offensive, I would say that both of these are going to be some really solid badge points that we're going to be getting. But when it comes down to the offense, I know it is not offensive heavy. When it comes down to this specific build, it's a pass first swing, of course. But you're still going to be able to do everything that you want out of this build, especially when it comes down to getting the plus 10 from the takeover that you pick. Now, we're going to go ahead and get into that right now. But let's go ahead and end it with 24 badges for the playmaking. And now we're going to go ahead and jump into the defensive side of things, y'all. So when it comes down to the perimeter defense, of course, it is very tempting to go ahead and max it out. Instead, with with this build, we have to go with a 76. Now, when it comes down to the steel, I'm going to go ahead and put this to an 82. As for the block, I know a lot of people would definitely want to max this out as well. I'm only speaking for myself, but then what you want to go ahead and do is put this to an 89. Offensive rebound 81, and then the rebounding for the defensive and the offensive are going to be two key stats, so just be sure that you're going with a maxed out defensive rebound and the offensive of 81. Right here, look at the badges that we're going to be able to get. You get a good amount of Hall of Fame badges that you are definitely going to want to use. However, even when it comes down to the gold and the silver badges, these are some really good tiers of badges that you're going to be seeing on this build. Now, let's go ahead and just take a quick look at the physicals. I cannot leave y'all hanging when it comes down to this part of the build. So, speed, going to be an 80, acceleration 78. Make sure your vertical is going to be a 70 in order to get all the contact things that you want when it comes down to the pro versions. Then when it comes down to the stamina, this is going to be a 95. And as you can see, we max this build out right here. Then add in the fact you're going to be getting +4 badges from the college championship game if you win it or have your rebirth unlocked, which is going to be able to put this build over 100 badges, as you can see. But now we get the glass cleaning takeover, playmaking, shot creating, and then of course, y'all, you can never forget about the slashing. All of these are going to be some really good options to pick from. For me, just to make this build a little bit more harder to guard, I would really go ahead and pick ankle breaking shots, shot creating takeover, and then the second one, I would really have to say that for my locking, see the future takeover is going to be the one that I go with. And as y'all can see, we have made the first ever pass first wing build with over 100 badges. I just hope y'all know that I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. But man, we still got a couple more things to go into this build before we get y'all out of here. We got to go ahead and look at what this build is going to be looking like at 99. But remember, we chose glass cleaning and shot creating takeover, which is going to give us a +10 to our defense as well as our shooting. Then we're going to be buying boosts for every single category shown on the screen, so that's a +4. Then you're going to be running with a teammate that has floor general and defensive leader on Hall of Fame, which is +8 in total. Then add in the takeover, that is +18 for the shooting and the defensive side. So when it comes down to the 3-point shot, this will be in the 90s, high 90s at that. Mid-range shot will be a 99. Then when it comes down to the playmaking, we're only getting the +8 here. Pass accuracy will be in the 90s. Ball handle, you're going to be able to speed boost. And then the defensive, remember, you're getting a +18 right there. So a majority of these stats are going to be going up from what they are at currently to the 90s, y'all. Now, when it comes down to the badge count, let's go ahead and get into it for the finishing. I'm going with the whole left side except Rise Up. I'm going to go ahead and add every single badge right there on the highest tier, from Fearless Finisher, Limitless Takeoff, Posterizer, and Unstrippable. Then from there, I'm going with Lob City Finisher as well as Fast Twitch and then Slithery Finisher. Those happen to be some of the main badges that I like to run on my main build, so that is why I go about it how I do. But now let's go ahead and get into the shooting. I'm going to go with Silver Hot Zone Hunter. You cannot forget about Hall of Fame Sniper. And then from here, we got 14 more remaining badges. So one that I would really consider, if you wanted to, just to up your shooting percentage, I would highly recommend and say Clutch Shooter, depending on the tier you put it on, really going to give you a huge boost late in games. I would recommend that y'all go ahead and try it and see if you find it worthy. But from here, I'm going with Deadeye on Silver. Cannot forget about Bronze Volume Shooter. From there, I would even say that I like Blinders, and then you could even go with Corner Specialist on Bronze just to even it out. However, if you feel like changing any of the tiers of badges or taking off ones and putting on new ones, go ahead and do so, y'all. From here, we're going to go ahead and get into the playmaking. I'm going to start it off with Silver Handles for Days, Bronze Unpluckable. Then we also got to go ahead and add in Bailout as well as Bullet Passer. Now, we got 18 more remaining badges, so all of these are really based on my own preference. If you feel like changing anything up, go ahead and do so now. But I'm going to go with Silver, Hyperdrive, Quick First Step, Tight Handles, and then add in Triple Threat Juke on Gold. We got 4 more remaining badges, so this is the chance to really add in luxury badges or extra ones that you want to try out. For me, I would go with Space Creator and then Bronze Glue Hands. Let's go ahead and get into the defense now. This is low-key a two-way build, so I'm going to go with Rim Protector on gold, Hall of Fame Chase Stone Artist, and Hustler. Then from there, I'm going with Intimidator on the max tier of gold right here. We got 7 more remaining. Cannot forget about Rebound Chaser on gold. And then I'm going to go ahead and say, if you want to go ahead and add in any new badge, go ahead and take off Hustler, put on Clamps on silver, Bronze Interceptor, then we still got a good amount of badges to use from here. For me, I would say Pickpocket is very useful. Then as for the very last badge, it really comes down to what y'all want to do. What I can say for myself though is that I really like to run Tireless Defender, and this is the final setup I would be running with. We got 28 defensive when it comes down to the badges here, 24 playmaking badges, 23 shooting, and 25 finishing, y'all. When you add it all together, then get the +4 from college, you will be getting over 100 badges on this build, which is honestly, the least to say, the best thing about this build. Actually, when you count it up, you get exactly 100 badges in all. I just need y'all to know that I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. I just need y'all to know I thank God as well. He's the reason for all of this. Thank y'all for just being here and sharing this time and moment together. Thank y'all for having me in your life. And most of all, God, just thank Jesus for the day that has been given unto us. But man, I just need y'all to know that I love y'all. I thank y'all. I just want y'all to know also, this weekend I got more bangers in store. So man, y'all already know what y'all need to do. Be sure to hit that sub button if you're new. Anybody looking to join the RGF Rich Gang family, go ahead and turn on post notifications. But don't forget to hit that like button, y'all. Can we go ahead and get 50 likes on this banger? Be sure to share it with your family and friends. And man, with all that being said, I got one last thing to say. Thank God and Rich out.